Hey guys, this is Kebiko back here again. Today is an amazing day, being a beautiful Saturday, and having an appointment with meeting our first lady, Madam President here.
Thank you so much.
So it's such a honor, Madam, to be here and just giving you a call and say, hey, Madam, you know, we're gonna have a chat with you, not an interview, a chat with my sister because you're a big sister here. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're gonna come in, and here we are. Madam, I'm so humbled to meet you.
Absolutely.
I must say that.
I'm very happy to meet you, my younger brother Sam, and it's a privilege that you took the time to come and meet with me. So I'm excited for this chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope you guys, you're gonna have some questions for Madam here, but maybe you text your phone, then Madam, I know you're gonna answer some questions. Maybe thoughts of next time. So, Madam.
Yes.
Me and Sam. Hope you know my name and everything.
Yes.
What are your names?
My name,
Official.
my name of official names.
Yeah.
My name is HULDAH Momanyi. Well, yeah. My name is HULDAH Nyamisa Nyenechibu Momanyi HlTSLEY, aka Madam President.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot, Madam.
You asked me all my names?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Where did you grow? Like, where did you grow? Your school and such stuff, you know, some previous to.
Yeah, just a basic summary. So yeah. I was actually born in Kisii. I came to the States when I was 9 years old.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm a kid.
Didn't I make it? I don't know.
Madam, what and you're speaking Ekeusi, you know?
Of course.
How? When you want to go at the age of 20 and they're like, oh, you know, I can't speak. Listen, Madam, are you kidding me? 9 years?
And I take pride in being Omogusi, by the way. I like you said, a lot of our young people go chaga, and they completely forgot who they are. So if you forget who you are, how do you know where to go? Somebody else will define who you are for you if you don't stick to your roots, your traditions, who you are. And so I cannot take out when I was 9, my mom, my parents were intentional about making sure Ekeusi was spoken in this home.
Wow.
So Tokamanya, Ekeusi, and I took pride in that and I kept it until now.
Anyway, pick up so much. Pick up sana. Because me, I knew like umekuja huku maybe at the age of 20, kama wengi wetu tumekuja hapa at the age of 20 to 22 hapo. Now we can't even speak Ekeusi like tingonya ukwa na but I'm so proud of you. Like at the age of 9 years, because you know a baby once he's from the age of 1 to 12, it's easy to forget about the vernacular and translate to everything. Yeah. Very easy.
No, sister that was born here,
oh my God, big up so much.
Yes, to my parents.
to you, because something reviews. Oh, mom, you know, I don't want to learn such your nasty language.
Thank you. So when I came here at 9, we moved here to Minnesota, and then shortly after we moved to St. Paul, and then we moved to Minneapolis, and then eventually in 2021, that's where we ended up moving to this home now you are in. Oh, wow. So I've gone to school here. I've done my undergrad in 3 bachelor degrees.
Oh my God.
Count 1, 2, 3. International business, international relations, and reconciliation studies, sociology. Oh, and then after that, opportunities, I can't just stop there. I have a master's in international business management, and I have a couple of other certificates for my specialization. But no, what I do is my profession idea go feed my family. I'm in data privacy, data protection. So I do a lot of legal work in terms of making sure that I'm not a lawyer. Let's clarify that. But I make sure that the company that I work for is in compliant with all global regulations. Wow. So for example, Europe, their data, it's called GDPR. Kenya passed the privacy law of Kenya 20, I think it was 2015, it was around there. But again, it's Kenya. Okay. So that's what I do. Wow. That's how I make my money. Wow. But then, and again, my passion is and just Kenya in general, Kenya as a whole. Yeah, Kenya. Because when we come here, we realize that we are small in number. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I want to serve my community in a greater position, in a greater place. So that's why I ran for Manilitinge, and here we are.
Wow, pick up so much. Yani hata sijui kama naweza ongea na wewe from here because I'm like kind of scared.
Yeah. Don't get scared.
Ongea na mtu kuna masters and some of us we have just diplomas and some degrees.
Masters, all those degrees doesn't make the person who they are. Yes.
It's not easy, but it's a privilege though. It's a privilege, and this has been my dream of meeting people like you and selling thoughts and ideas and opinions.
That's right. We have to share opinions.
Yeah. Madam.
Yes.
Are you married? Single? What about?
I am. Oh, good question.
Your question was people you don't want to answer. Most of the people you don't want to answer that.
Oh no, I am happily ready to answer that question with full authority. Okay. Let me make it simple. Yeah. I'm happily married.
Wow.
I'm happily married. I've been together with my husband, Mr. Button Thomas HlTSLEY, but in our community, Mr. Ondieki.
Mr. Ondieki.
Omoroki Mr. Ondieki, Enomusi.
Wow. That's nice.
I'm happily married. I've been married. I've been together with my husband for 12 years.
Wow.
Wow. And then married for 7 years.
Marriage working?
Yes, marriage works. Let me tell you. When I meet young people,
you see marriage just come.
Marriage works. It takes two to make it work. And both of you have to put
12 years.
People say 50-50. It's not 50-50. Each one of you have to put in 100%, by the way.
12 years?
It works. It works.
Oh my God.
We are happily married. My husband is a wonderful man who supports what I do.
Wow.
He some of this work that I do can sometimes bring, sometimes it can bring a lot of strain into a marriage, into a relationship, especially when the person who is doing it is a woman. But I'm privileged and humbled to say that what kind of man to bring into my life to help me and to support me to do this work. That trust, that communication, allows me to serve my community, to go out there and explore what's the potential that God put in me.
Wow.
So yes, I'm happily married. Need the people, by the way. Need the people.
12 years.
12 years.
And some guys of ours, our age, were saying marriage is a scam.
It's not. It's possible. I'm a testimony of that.
Wow.
Yes.
So I was asking about the migration. So you may story about your migration. Now your dad and your mom, they were here, and then you're coming them. Studies umeniambia venye umesoma.
Now that's the question.
Yeah, you're there. So I can see you're such a complete. What about like this stress, like growing as a peppy girl in a new community, in a new environment, just coming in with 9 years old, figuring out growing up into your parents. What's the challenge you face to grow up?
Yeah,
mostly in school, like in school, such as, you know what I mean?
That's a good question in the sense that when we come here as immigrants, first of all, we're coming into a completely different culture. A culture on social media. Even some of us came here when social media was not a thing, by the way. But nowadays, especially our young people who come here, what they understand of American culture, on social media, on music videos, on these shows, soap operas. But the reality on the ground is different. Kenya. But even though our ground is different.
Ground different.
So when I came here back in the mid-1990s, it was hard in the sense that my parents...
You came here in 1990?
I came in 1995.
1995?
So if you make...
Now, 1995, come on! What's going on? You need to tell us, madam. I think we need more time to tell us. This came here to relate to now. 1995, and some of us we came here just 2010, 2015.
When you love who you are and your roots, you have that desire to maintain that.
Madam, 1995, even Kenya was a boost. I'm telling you, that's the truth. Nyumbani pala, I remember ile nyumbani kutu by 2000 ndio nianza kuona pala hakukuwa na anything, just we were the boost. 1995, Kenya was the boost there.
But you know what? Again, when you look at yourself and you ask yourself, Who am I? What do I identify myself with? If you can't answer that question yourself and you're denying that you're from then there's an issue there.
Madam, you need to talk to a multitude of young people. You need to talk to wicked. You need to meet a lot of all these. I don't want to talk about Minnesota only, like the entire America and Europe, entire of North America and wherever Canada. You need to talk to people. I think you have a big.
Let me tell you.
You need a big platform to talk to these people.
It breaks my heart when Inkonyoromwana who just came. Not even Nairobi. Nairobi, I can say okay. 1 year, I don't speak English. With that KC accent. Anyways. Your language, your choice, but you have to know where you come from. Yes. So growing up here was very hard in the sense that I had parents who were very strict about our culture.
Yeah.
And then you go out there in school, you are completely out. Yeah. You're the outcast of other kids.
Yeah.
The language they speak doesn't make any sense to you. You're just looking at them going,
I know.
Pardon me? Pardon me? So it was tough. It was really tough. I grew up by getting made fun of at school. And then you come home and you complain to your parents, what do you mean? You know?
Yeah.
But you find a way to either get caught up in all of that, or you embrace who you are, you love yourself. And once you decide to do that, then you know what? All of that stuff becomes noise. And once it becomes noise, my brother, nothing stops you.
Madam,
yeah.
This teenager.
Yes.
The age of around, for me, I can went from the age of around 15, 16,
yes,
up to 25. How do you manage this? Because this, I have some, madam, I'm talking, I have some examples I can give you. We just came here and they have gone to the world. They have gone. You understand what I mean? How do you manage this? Because you were here, you grow here. How do you manage this today? I'm speaking to you. Otherwise, today you're telling me, yo.
Yeah. I might say it depends on who I'm with, you know what I'm saying? When I'm with my girls and my guys, you know, we be chopping it up, right? We be chopping it up. So don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong, because but I'm telling you, the pressure, the environment, it's there. It's there. But when you're anchored in your values, you have to define those values for yourself. Once you are anchored in those values, I value education, I value my faith in God, right? That faith in God. I value that. I value family values. No matter what's going on, I need to keep my family intact. And I value, you know, of course, I value making my money the best way that I can. Those 5 values: education, family, you know, community, money, and being almost.
And being like,
Kiswahili tunasema ninafunia
kwa mkisi.
Oh, right, that's one now. I guess why I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
But when you have values and you stand on those values, all of these other temptations, my brother, let me tell you, they are just noise. They are noise.
I don't know.
But if you don't define who you are and you don't stand on your values, all of these other people will define it for you.
For life. And that's what's
happening. That's what you're seeing in our young people.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Just 3 years, 4 years. Exactly.
It's
done. You know, and with all these pressures, it's so easy to fall into all of these challenges that we're seeing in our community, especially in our young people. These addictions, this alcohol addictions, you name it.
Did you even the issue of alcohol and the smoke and everything?
Everything.
Outside here?
Mental health has gone to a high level in our community. Where back in 1995 when we came, the whole entire community, whether you are from the same village or not, you go to Manyete, airport.
Oh, wow.
Nowadays, I grew up there, now I know they got that. Oh, yes, I'm here. So that sense of also community has been shifted to a manner where we are slowly losing who we are.
Everything, our values.
And if we're not careful, our kids are growing up here. Most of us are having kids here.
Yeah, that's what, like, I came to this, like, if you go, like, about the psychology and the human development, or now we want to nurture that our young kids. It matters a lot. It matters a lot with the environment they grow in. I think we have a challenge.
It's not that we have. Yani, it's becoming an issue, by the way.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it's going to become a pandemic. No, seriously.
Right word, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Because the kids who are growing up here, we as parents, our generation as parents and up, we are so busy. And we are forgetting Amariaito is our kids. Because Amariaito, most of us Kenya. If you think about your kids who are growing up here, do you think at the rate we are going, they want anything to do with Kenya?
They don't know. They don't know.
Some of us, we take our kids to Kenya, they say, Mom, Daddy, bring me back home. And that home they're calling is America.
It's America.
So at the end of the day, I want to if we continue going this path of I'm gonna work this doubles, all of this stuff, for my kids, whether it is here or in Kenya, and we completely refuse to acknowledge that the most important amari is our kids, and the most important thing you can give your kids is your time. You watch. Give yourself another 10, 15 years. When your kids is a teenager, I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am. You got medical matter.
How come where would manage this? Because I'm totally the age of 15 you can't control. You hell, man. What do you mean I don't get to think about? I'm out. See you later.
And you can't, here in America, you can't do anything about it.
And the girl work in it. Actually, environment is going our future generation. It's a pepe. Come on, now we can't manage. We can't control ourselves. What about our tomorrow? You know?
I'm telling you, it worries me very much. Like I look at the trajectory of our people, and most of us are passionate about where we come from. That's a beautiful thing. But the trajectory of once a certain generation is done, then we are done.
That's it.
Let's be honest.
Because it's a cycle.
Yes.
It's a cycle.
It has to be a cycle of continuous transfer of generational knowledge. If that's not happening, and I feel like this generation is the generation that will define what our culture will look like.
Madam, like, look now, we have Snapchat, we have Facebook and everything. My baby is here. I'm on Snapchat.
Yes.
Dad, there's no attention to the baby. I'm snapping. Baby here,
or if the baby, you're doing that. And some of us are also in this habit of the onion one screen so it doesn't disturb me. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put it, because sometimes I find myself doing that. When I'm so busy with all of my schedules, I find myself telling Jada, her middle name is Kwamboka, by the way. Here, baby, go sit there, mommy's finishing up. But not realizing that what I'm doing is damaging her and damaging our relationship. All she wants is time. She doesn't want anything else from me. It's just time and quality time with her. You know, so if we don't invest our time in our children now, don't expect to invest that time when they're 15 telling you don't know me. No, it has to start now.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Another one is about now leadership.
Yes.
Tell me about it. This madam president now.
Leadership.
Tell me about Sasa hiyo ngozi umesoma of the family and how this the idea of being a lady and a Kenyan lady, American lady. Kwanza sitaki mambo 9 years you're an American lady, American kid. How did it come to mind and you're here today? Madam president.
In regards to leadership. You know, leadership, what people don't realize is that leadership you don't just wake up one day, I'm a leader. You know, leadership comes with time. You know, if you want to be a leader, you have to start somewhere. And when you are now going for a Asaneke Guanko, you have to have a track record of what that looks like. Me, from the very beginning age, I grew up in a home where I was empowered as a young. Now I have 2 brothers, and it's me and my sister. 2 brothers, and you know. So when it comes to leadership, my dad was a leader. So I looked at him as he was leading.
Yeah.
And my mom was also a leader in her own right. Just because you don't have an official title does not define your leadership.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I grew up being empowered that I could do anything. My dad was like, me, I have boys, I have girls. Both of them are equal in my eye.
They're equal.
So I grew up knowing that I could do anything and everything. And I started realizing that I have passion for HlTSLEY. Even if you ask anybody here in Minnesota, even when I was in high school, I was volunteering in my community.
Wow.
When I was hired or volunteered at a non-profit that distributed food, I would take that food and take it to my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, you name it, in our community here. So from there, I started building this, and then I realized, you know what? I really do love serving my community. But what does that look like? I started to think about, what do I want to see my community? Once you have that vision for your community, then that really propels your leadership.
Wow.
And then once you get to a certain kiwango and you're adding all of these little things, right? Then you get to a point where you're like, am I ready to step into the spotlight? So you can't just all of a sudden wake up, now I'm ready for the spotlight, let's go. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in work. And leadership, my brother, it's not easy.
It's not
People
easy.
think that, you look at this and you look how things are going. What people don't realize is the work that you're putting from behind.
Wow.
You know? Somebody gave a really good example of an iceberg. An iceberg, when you see it small up here like that, you think, hiyo kitu ni kidogo. But if you go under the water, it's a mountain.
It's a mountain.
So what am I trying to say? Leadership is definitely hard work, in the sense that you have to put in the hard work before you get that title. Wow. Unfortunately, a lot of our people just want that title without putting in the work that deserves that title.
Wow.
And again, serving our people is not easy.
And being a lady.
Yes.
Yes. I know how we speak. This lady, you must about to go out of take. How are you managing all about those?
It's putting in work. Me, in my leadership, especially as Madam President of HlTSLEY, I knew I was coming into a space where it has been governed by men for many years. But at the same time, I also knew the potential of our people. Show them, prove to them that you're a credible leader. All of these values that we were preaching from campaigning, I'm transparent, I'm this, I'm that. Our people know how to talk good talk. I know. But showing our people all of those values. Once you show them, and once they back you, I will see, good, by the way. Once you prove yourself that you're trustworthy, you're transparent, you are honest, you're all of these things that you claim you are, HlTSLEY will back you to the end.
And I see that.
That's the one good thing about our people.
That day. I saw that.
In the beginning of my leadership, I'm not going to lie to you. When I came into office, I had some serious, very hard challenges. I even thought about quitting.
Oh no.
Quitting, my brother. Because who are you now? What do you know? I'm young, I'm a woman. What do I know? But I had to prove myself. And that's what leadership is all about. Leadership, just because you're in leadership doesn't mean that now you are guaranteed full support from everybody. No. Wow. Leadership is about being challenged in your own thought of thinking, and then also in those people that you're leading. Wow. You have to be challenged in the sense that you have to prove yourself to them. Not just that one time. I have to prove myself every day, by the way. That's what leadership is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Madam, what is this like now? What's this one you can get? But it means, see you is what's this?
You're one of those people who I hope you've already registered to be a member of HlTSLEY.
I don't know.
If he hasn't registered to be HlTSLEY member, he in my course.
What's this HlTSLEY all about?
Yes. Thank you so
much. Give us a preview.
Yes, HlTSLEY. HlTSLEY is from an official standpoint. Let me just start there. It's a non-profit organization that was started about 31 years ago, by the way. by a group of Kenyans, Abagusi. Actually, my father was a part of that founding members of HlTSLEY. We came together and we decided that now that we are growing here in this United States, to formalize a formal organization that helps bring in resources for us. So really, the governing aim of HlTSLEY is to provide and meet needs of Kenyan immigrants here, and most of us are Kisses. So I can proudly say the aim of HlTSLEY organization is to meet the needs of Abagusi here in the state of Minnesota. And we do have members who are not a part of the state of Minnesota, but are part of HlTSLEY here. The Constitution doesn't just limit.
So you can.
We can
be like from another state and
exactly. We can, but in the sense that we have to have a tangible relationship with that person. So we have to, if you are outside of the state of Minnesota, we have to connect and talk about what does that look like in terms of the value that you're bringing here. But really, the main audience is Minnesota. And when you talk about the needs of our people, you know, you're looking at our elderly. You're looking at our elderly people. You're looking at the economy of our people. You're looking at economic structure of our community. You're looking at our youths. You're looking at education. You're looking at mentorship, and you're looking at health. And that includes mental health. So that's just an overview, right? There's other smaller things.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
But it's meeting the holistic nature of our people here in Minnesota. And obviously, you know, we've had a dip in HlTSLEY. And maybe people like you who've just come here might not know.
Yeah, that's like,
and that's okay.
What do you do?
You know, and that's an
what are the benefits of joining in this group?
Exactly.
What are the outcomes? What
yes, we've been down.
You know, we need to know everything before we.
Absolutely. And that's why I don't blame some of the people who haven't joined HlTSLEY, because HlTSLEY has been down for the last couple of years.
You know what I mean? For one thing or another. For the last 5 years.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Exactly.
Look.
Exactly. So when the advisory council and the caretaker committee was like, we don't want HlTSLEY to die because there's a lot of value to it, they got together.
It's okay. Go ahead, madam. You go ahead. Yeah.
They got together and decided we need to revive HlTSLEY. So in 2020, we held an election.
Yeah.
The electoral commission.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
I think some guys came to my house. Yeah.
Oh yes, and still you want to even convince.
I never tell. I just asked what's going on.
And that's okay. I say, Mincho, we as the organization have to provide value. For example, you can ask me, why should I join HlTSLEY?
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm expecting from you. Why do you want me to join you guys? What are the pandemic ones I join in? What's like?
So after the elections, now when me and my team sat down and we took office, we said HlTSLEY has had its low. The perception in the community is HlTSLEY there. What is HlTSLEY? The biggest challenge for my team was to bring value back to the community, so that somebody like you can say, yes, I want to join HlTSLEY because I see this, because I see that, because I see this programming, because there's something of value that they're contributing to me.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so we started to do a lot of programming, food distributions, especially during this pandemic. Our people have really suffered, making sure that our people have all of the necessities to, for example, PPE, protective equipment, masks, all of that stuff. Making sure that those people who are really going through hell due to the pandemic are being taken care of.
I went to hell, madam, some time back.
Where were you?
I got corona.
Did you reach out to my
I got corona. I never knew about it. Madam, you know what? I got corona last year. I was corona.
Yes, our people have suffered. So the goal of our team, this new team has come in, is to show that HlTSLEY is here to support our community. And hopefully after a couple of these things we've done, and the last thing the most recent thing we've done was obviously
that was amazing. That was amazing.
Community get together to showcase that HlTSLEY is here and is ready to serve our community. Yeah. Yes.
We need such activities more and more, because through that I knew you guys. Me, I never heard of you. I knew you now. Now I can say, oh, HlTSLEY, they do this and this and this. Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
So ultimately, now that we've showed what value Mwanyagitinge can bring to the community, the next question is, what value can the community bring to Mwanyagitinge? It has to be a two-way street, by the way. It can't be us giving.
It's a good one.
People also need to come in and contribute to make our community better. 13 people, 5 executives, and 13 total board members. We cannot do everything.
We are many.
So we need our community to come in and tell us, this is the issue, this is the solution we have. So can we work together to make our community better and move forward? So that is the agenda that we are trying to drive. If we come together, we work together. Our motto is together we are stronger.
Oh, yeah,
we really are.
That's a good.
There is power in numbers, and what our people don't understand, because I get a lot of pushback in the thing. They go join Mwanyagitinge, and I join it, and they mistreated us. I get it, and that's true, by the way.
You agree for real?
I agree.
Some leaders don't agree that. Some leaders don't agree.
I agree. We mistreated as an organization now. Let me take ownership as a leader, by the way. And that's the kind of stuff that I talk about. When you become a leader, you also own the badge.
For real.
Because the buck stops at you. So let me agree that, yes, there has been mistreatment of our people by the organization. And I 100% take responsibility for that. But what this new team is trying to do is trying to build that trust that was broken a long time ago. And I hope that our people who are listening are seeing that, that yes, we understand that as an organization, we have really mistreated our people, but we are trying our best to make up and to build back that trust. And I hope you're seeing that.
I can just try that. I can make my signature over that. I can see. Even the way I called you and your response, I can make a signature. I think you want to give me something to sign.
Oh, absolutely.
By KPN.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can hear it is such an amazing group you guys got to that you have.
Absolutely. Yes. Before you leave here, you have to join. Because there's so many programs that we want to put in place. You know, we want to have a community center, right? We want to initiate a benevolent fund. We want to do a youth, and we want to have a branch of our youth, like yourself, who are having your own agenda. We are not in there trying to tell you how to do things. We are there to just support you. For example, now we've launched our official Mwanyagitinge Homeboys. That's our soccer team, that Mwanyagitinge organization. That's one of the things that we did on Saturday. Now officially Mwanyagitinge a soccer team that plays on tournaments, that does all this stuff, all of that. We want to launch our own. We actually have our in regards to job security for our people. We are launching our own job security platform. One of the things that we want to do in October, actually it's in the books, October 23rd, we're having a manufacturing job fair.
Wow.
This is a partnership with the Commissioner's Office, where we are having all of the manufacturing businesses here that are coming and that are telling our community that we have jobs here. Jobs that are paying from $17 all the way to $25, $27 an hour.
Wow.
The reason why I really wanted to do that is to bring about a different lens of making money here in the US. There's nothing wrong with healthcare. A lot of our people in healthcare. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with healthcare. If that's where your passion is, you go for it.
What's the person, madam?
But I want to tell you, like, there's another opinion. And most of our people go into healthcare because that's all they know. My brother, my auntie, all of this stuff. It's easy, right? Easy to get in there when you're a But let's go outside of that. Let's broaden our minds. There's manufacturing. By the way, I met with some of the CEOs. These people, if you go in there and this is what you're passionate about, even school is not your cup of tea. If you can't go to school and get a 4-year degree, which I'm encouraging, by the way, if you're able to, go get your 4-year degrees. Stop wasting your time. Once you get that 4-year degrees, my brother, it opens doors. That is absolutely. I've eaten some books. But I want to also tell my community that a 4-year degree, yes, it's important. But if that's not how your mind is wired, let's be honest with ourselves and the reality of the situation. There is trade schools, my brother, you can go and make money.
Yeah.
Right now, my brother owns his own business of tiling. Do you
Dollars.
hear me? Dollars. I'm going on a contract of $2,000 that he only has to work for a week.
Oh my God.
If you go to a nursing home and you pick doubles,
I know.
I'm telling you. So my goal for our community is to branch our opportunities in terms of job security.
Yeah.
And that job fair on the 23rd will showcase manufacturing companies who will train you, who will pay for your school to be trained, and once you start down that track, you grow.
Wow, you said on
October 23rd,
we can't wait. We can't manufacturing on KPA. We can't wait.
Absolutely.
On 10th
on October 23rd, we are going to have a manufacturing job fair for our people.
Got a venue already?
Yes, we have a venue. I'll send you all that information.
Okay, that's
yes,
good.
so you
it will prepare to type in up KPA.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't miss that.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So, madam, because of time, I think we're almost done.
Yes.
Okay. Leadership to longer about that, and then the talk, the law of helping, like helping the youth. I've seen like you guys you've talked about the youth soccer team. I think that you pick up.
No, in our musicians, by the way, we are trying to broker a partnership.
I'm going to support those guys. You know, we have
some musicians out there that didn't even know that existed, by the way.
Really?
Yes. Minnesota Music Evolution.
What are going to happen?
Yes, Mr. Mo Beat, Mr. Pepperman. By the way, that's my son. I call him my son. All of these guys. And Mr. Evans
Mine is here. You guys, we need to support. You guys need to support the media.
And then people like you who are out here trying to hustle on the side, right? This thing you are doing is important in the community. It teaches you some skills that you won't get otherwise.
Oh yeah,
it teaches you timing. It teaches you it teaches you how you interact with the various people, right? It opens a door for you to connect.
That's like now, Madam, you know what? Please, I don't know. I saw you with the governor all the time. We need the governor here. I want to talk to the governor, madam.
Next time when you want to reach to somebody,
the governor.
You have the connection here, right?
Yeah, I want to talk to the governor.
So empowering our young people not only goes beyond just sports, it goes beyond, it touches the arts. And the arts including music, media, you name it. And then also for our young ladies who want to participate in sports as well, wants to participate. We have a young lady who performed there, Miss Kirubo, you know. And then I actually want to also do, by the time my time is over.
Time is over.
Miss Kenya Iga, a pageant. You know, that promotes our young ladies. Because what I'm realizing that our young ladies, they feel like they don't have a voice. You know, they can't just publicly speak and be proud of who they are for one reason.
Like not like this, so madam, we are looking some ladies, you know, some ladies to give a motive. In even the viewers and everything, but we can't find. They just feel the thing they don't want to become.
And that's what I want to encourage.
My ladies, they need
my young ladies. We have this voice,
and they have big opportunities.
And by the way, we ladies are better leaders. We're better leaders.
I can see.
So once a lady decides to do something, by the way, they do it with quality, with a level of quality that that is so up there. So we definitely have a lot of programming for our youths that we want to initiate, but we want those youths to sign up for Managatinge. Because I can't go out there and promote youths, see?
But
you yourself, you're not even signed up.
I'm in now.
I'm in now.
I'm in officially from today. Some KPL, Managatinge.
That's right. So yes.
Thank you so much for having us over here.
Yes.
And once more, like, now like, no what?
Yes.
I go right up to feel like, I know we are in number of.
We are many. By the way, we are about 20,000.
Wow!
If you talk about Kenyans alone, Kenyans alone here in the Twin Cities, we are close to 40,000.
40,000 Kenyans.
Can you imagine if 40,000 Kenyans came together and did something?
We can have the voice.
Yes.
We can have the voice.
We have the voice. We just need to mobilize.
Madam,
that's it.
Do you think part of strong?
Of course.
Wow.
It's there. It's there, by the way.
Wow. Last
I trust and I know and I believe that if our people, if this is my last word.
Not last.
For this interview. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
But I want to just take this opportunity, first of all, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah.
It's been a privilege to know you, number one.
Oh, thank
because
you.
I saw you there hustling, walking around. Yani, very passionate about your craft.
Yeah.
One of you're popping, you're looking fresh. But I want to speak to my community about and just Kenyans in general.
Yeah.
That there's power in numbers. I know we've said that many years.
Yeah.
But I've been in circles. I've talked to the governor's office. I've talked to the commissioner. I've talked to, you name it, I've talked to these people. What they want to see is numbers. What drives their agenda is numbers. If we are not collected, if we're not together, I can't go there with 200 people and give us what we want. But if I go there and we are 50,000 strong. These people will listen.
Yeah.
They will come and they will provide. They will meet our needs. Look at what Somalia have done. Look at the Somalis. How do you think Somalis are? People from the ground, from school, but all the way to U.S. Congress in Moisonega. And we Kenyans have been here for decades. And we haven't even gotten anybody in office to fight for us. All we're doing is making noise. What I always tell our people is that in order to change the system, you have to learn how the system works.
Right.
And if you don't, and if you can't participate in that system, you will never know how it works. So when our people are sitting here, Yani, we don't have this, we don't have that. What have we done ourselves to learn how this system works? And that's what I'm doing. I'm learning how this system works. So when I go to the government, I'm going to tell you I have 50,000 strong. I can show him all of this stuff. So when I push for Manyagitinge registration, I'm not pushing for just look at me now, we have numbers. No, it's because that's what drives the resources that we get as a community. So Manyagitinge, Aba Kenya in general. At this point, it doesn't even matter. But obviously, I'm gonna be biased as but I'm fighting for Abagusi, Aba Kenya, here in Minnesota, and even in the U.S. Because when we come together, magic happens. That's if we come together. So, Mr. Samuel, your team, I want to appreciate you very much. Don't take what you're doing for just this simple thing. When you were out there doing your thing on Sunday, I got a couple of phone calls from Kenya. I didn't tell you.
Oh, really?
Yani Samuel, that's a good kid. I'm like, how do you know Samuel? I've watched his video on Facebook, on YouTube. So what you're doing is also impacting not only here, but I want to see you.
Oh yeah, madam.
So
once more, like, get your guys. You know, we have like I think you need to know me more about like to get you young. We have a company, construction, PFM construction. So, madam, if you want your mansion back in Kenya, you want your apartment and everything, we are PFM.
See what I'm saying now? That's
but they are unchecked by provision, engineering, civil. So I can send you a mansion and everything, and we pay you back in.
That's what you want to go by the resources, the money figure, and that's another thing. If we don't know about what you're doing, we can't promote you. So our businesses out here, if you have a business, reach out to Manyagitinge. Let's talk. Let's see how we can market you so that we can help you build your business. But other than that, I want to we
love you so much, madam.
I'm here to support
you. We love you.
Thank you.
Let us end it because we can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching KPN and thank you for coming to KPN.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.